the ambitions of the Gambia are and what they are aiming for. The World Cup in 2014, the Africa Cup, the next one. This looked like a very promising project and the nice ambitions. And then I think it was obvious that Brussels Airlines wanted to check on how we could participate in this and how we could support the Gambia in achieving these goals and their participation for the World Cup and for the Africa Cup. So in the specific case of the Gambian Football Association, they had specific needs because their players travel. Sometimes they got released quite late from their respective clubs, which are all over Europe, and fortunately our network in Europe goes to all these destinations. So then we checked on how we could help the association in setting up a special contract and partnership with them in order for them to be able to get their players here in the Gambia in time and having them here on time to participate in their respective games.
Thank you very much. And the signing ceremony was done on Thursday at the Ministry for Youth and Sports. But before we get to that excerpt that the PS said, I think at this juncture I will bring in Mr. Aliondo, who is the Assistant General Manager of the Guarantee Trust Bank, who are the bank partners of this noble initiative by the Gambia government. Mr. Aliondo, still, what is the Gambia for Goal still benefiting from your bank?
Well, thank you very much for that question. And I want to also add, before saying anything, to welcome Brussels Airlines for coming in. And also it was a very good move from the Gambia for Goal to bring in their airline partners. It's a very credible partnership. And if you look at it, it was like the missing link, you know, which they very much needed. If you look at traveling, for example, Gambia playing abroad or people coming in, it was a major chunk of the expenses that they do. So that was a good move, and they couldn't have come at a better time. So from our part, as I said, we're pledging 4 million over 4 years, which we have started paying, and we will continue to pay. We give them our assurance, and they will continue to benefit from that. And if anything we could do more, we will try to involve ourselves in it. This is something that we want to do, and we are much obliged to be involved in it.
Okay, thank you very much. And now we will go straight to MCR to get that excerpt that we had at the signing ceremony on Thursday at the Ministry for Youth and Sport by the Permanent Secretary, Mamba Njai. Let's go with that excerpt and then come back.
Obviously, it is a common fact that government alone, in fact, I don't see any country where government can single-handedly finance football because it's very expensive. And this is why in most of the countries, it is the private sector that has taken the leadership to support national team. But unfortunately, in our case, the private sector is very much limited, and almost everybody goes to the same people for support. And for that reason, they are equally frustrated. We will use this opportunity to thank Brussels Airlines, and most particularly its country manager, for having accepted to serve as the airlines of the campaign. This is by no means a small undertaking. It is by no means a small task, because you have decided to give up some of your profit in order to support the cause of this country, and we applaud you for that. And I'm sure the young people and all sports enthusiasts, including the footballers, will remember you forever for having contributed immensely to the development of football, even if we do not qualify, but we hope we will qualify this time round. Our ministry, under the leadership of the Honorable Minister, Minister Jame, he would have loved to be here. He told me this morning that I would have loved to be there, but unfortunately there is cabinet. I said, don't worry, you have your lieutenants and we'll deputize for you, and I'm sure you'll be happy when you are given the feedback. We want to, on his behalf, and on behalf of His Excellency the President, and the entire government of the Gambia, to thank Brussels Airlines for really having come to our rescue, because it is difficult to finance the outings of the national team, particularly in relation to air tickets. It has been the biggest burden. And now that you have decided to kind of lighten that burden a little bit, I think we should all say thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. Tambang Sedi, it was said during the signing ceremony of the partnership, that's Brussels Airlines and the Gambia for Gold. Actually, the Gambia for Gold has been doing tremendously well in trying to make sure that all these partners are on board, and I think it's a noble cause at the right juncture. Almost three-quarters of the boys, the foreign-based players, are all in town now. So were they flown into the country by these new partners or different?
Yes, yes, yes. That's one thing even maybe we failed to mention. Even before we signed the agreement, Brussels Airlines already started implementing the agreement. There are only 4 players who couldn't come through this partnership because their destination was not covered by Brussels Airlines. And but apart from that, everybody else came through this partnership, and we really thank Brussels Airlines for that. Like I said during the signing ceremony, we have other partners. We have GT Bank as our bank partner, Brussels Airlines as our airline partner. We also have Gamcel, who is our communication GSM partner.
Yeah.
We also have Seaview Hotel, which is our hotel partner. AMRC also is our partner. So far,
And GRTs.
yeah, GRTs, of course. GRTs is one of our biggest partners. So far, we have been able to raise about 22.5 million in the next 4 years. Our target was 32 million. And we still think that before the end of this year, we'll hit that target. And we'll be having other fundraising activities like the telethon we had the last time. We are also planning on organizing a gala dinner, football gala dinner, football award dinner sometimes in April around Easter. So we'll be having a lot of other fundraising events. But what is also very important now is for Gambians to know that there's a football match on Wednesday next week, the 29th. Gambia is playing Algeria. And this is a playoff. We have to win that game, both here and in Algeria, so that we can qualify in the group stages of the African Cup of Nations, which is taking place next year again. So we are urging all Gambians to come out, fans, club, and everybody to come out and and support the national team. We have a Gambian coach. It's a totally Gambian affair, so we expect all Gambians to come out and support the Gambian coach. And also, those who are traveling now, who are fans of football, let them be using our partners, because that will help strengthen this relationship. If you are to travel anywhere in Europe, you use Brussels Airlines, because it will help Brussels Airlines to continue to finance not only football, but also other activities. And the same thing, if you have banking needs, you use GT Bank, because they've been very helpful to Gambia for Goal and to the GFA and all sports-related bodies. So if we have a partner, that means these partners are partners of all Gambians. So any Gambian who have a need that they need or a service, and one of the partners can deliver it, you go to them, because that will help strengthen the partnership.
Okay. Thank you very much. Mr. Bonwell?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard during the signing ceremony you said something like you've been following Gambian football for quite a long time now.
Of course, yeah. Since I arrived in the Gambia in August, and in August, one of the first weeks I was here, there was this game against Congo, which I would say was a very nice game, because the Gambia managed to beat Congo 3-0. So it was a very nice game, and there I already felt the energy of the Scorpions, as you call the team here. So for me it was very nice then when Mr. Sedi approached me, because then I was starting to following the results of the Gambian football team, and then when he came to my office to present himself and to talk about the Gambia for Gold, then I said, okay, I already felt the energy of the game in August, and I want to be part of it, and I want to contribute to it, to bring it to the next level, and to help achieve their goals, as I told before. So yeah, and it was a nice game, honestly.
Yeah,
it was fun to see.
It will continue being nice games.
Yes.
Yeah. Before we take you to another